end of May or early June, depending on other international engagements that may come up in the next few days. We'll be having a joint commission to expand our trade activities with them in Canada. We'll be sending the largest ever business delegation ever to go from India to any country. That is what I think has been planned for Canada. And both Commerce and DPIIT are working with the various interest groups who would have interests in growing relations with Canada. We are also looking to expand our investment partnership so that greater pools of capital would be drawn towards India. And there will be an investment of people or companies interested in investment also joining this business delegation. In the free trade agreement, we find Canada to be a complementary economy. They barely compete with us on any critical item. And as has been India's style, which we have successfully demonstrated to the world, we believe in grabbing the low-hanging fruits, focusing on issues which are not sensitive to either country, focusing on complementarity, and trying to come up with an agreement that's a win-win for both sides. And with my minister colleague from Canada, this broad principle has been agreed to by both of us.
Sir, are you disappointed with the fact that, it's been 13 years and still the public stock holding thing has not been resolved? You've been discussing a definition for e-commerce for years. It has not been resolved. So are you happy with the pace at which things have moved at WTO? First question. Second question is, since you met so many colleagues from other countries and your counterparts, what is the assessment what is their assessment and your assessment on the impact of the conflict in West Asia on global trade as well as on Indian trade, if we could have your assessment, exports and imports both?
Well, when there are 166 countries involved in negotiations, one must never try to hurry things with a deadline. One must be patient as long as your interests are not harmed. As you are aware, we have a very robust peace clause, which thanks to the Modi government, we were able to make it permanent in the 2015 ministerial. Now that we have a permanent peace clause, I don't see any reason to be disappointed. We are secure with that peace clause. We continue to persevere for a final solution or definition on stockholding or e-commerce moratorium, but it's not a life and death issue. And as regards the impact of the war, everybody expressed concern almost unanimously. It has hurt global economy, it is hurting global trade, particularly the death and destruction of property and innocent lives is something that we are all concerned about. The closing or the difficulties in free movement of goods in the open seas is another area that we are all collectively hoping can be resolved quickly. So undoubtedly the India stand is much appreciated by other countries. The belief that Prime Minister Modi has articulated that there must be peace, not war, and there must be dialogue and diplomacy rather than conflict. That, I think, resonates very well with the rest of the world, and we do hope and pray that that will be the resolution at a quick date, soon enough, of this conflict also. Well, India has shown tremendous resilience, as you are all aware, on food security, on energy security, in almost all the broad areas of the economy. India remains pretty much insulated and pretty strong. Consumers are getting their LPG. Industrial LNG supplies have been reinstated now to 80% level, which many sectors getting full LNG. There's no shortage of petroleum products. Our refineries are working full stream. There's sufficient stock of crude oil and new shipments coming in of crude oil, LPG and LNG to ensure a pipeline for the future. There may be some residual impact on shipping costs, on insurance cost or availability, on which some decisions have been taken through the relief package announced by Commerce Ministry some time back. Some more decisions are on the anvil, are under consideration at different levels and different ministries. At the same time, there were announcements today regarding customs duties.
Custom duties on the
Several inputs that go into plastics and HDP and other petrochemical downstream projects. So clearly demonstrating that this is a government that under leadership of Prime Minister Modi is proactive, takes quick decisions to navigate uncertain times properly. Yesterday there was the meeting of this extended CCS where Honorable Prime Minister has given very strong directions on several subjects which were made known to everybody, including the reduction in import duties that have been announced. So I think Honorable Prime Minister is taking up all issues related to India in a proactive manner to ensure minimum disruption or impact either on the common man or on businesses.
Take absolute last question because of paucity of time. Ravi?
Sir, this is Ravi from the Indian Express. So my question is on IFD. I mean, our position is clear.
1, 2, 3, check. Hello.
Started my conversation on IFD at WTO with Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy that when you stand for what is right, it is better to stand alone than to be in a crowd just to look good. And I think it's important that we protect India's interests, we protect the multilateral character and consensus building approach of the WTO, the founding principle of WTO. It is important that we do not let issues which are not a part of the mandate of WTO creep into the WTO agreement. And therefore, India stood on its principles and what we believe is right. But because of that, it has not changed our the dimension of our multifaceted relationship with any other set of countries or any other country. I have explained in great detail our India's position and India's stand, and I think by and large people have appreciated it.
Thank you, friends. Thank you. Sir.
Thanks.